Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. I am popping on here because I just have to share a little bit about what's gone on for me since we started Engage to Elevate, some things that I learned, some insights that I had, and of course, tons of inspiration from our speakers and our trainers, and what I did with it. So took some time to reflect after I watched Holly Lowe's podcast, and it made me realize that I had gotten timid. And that's not who I am. But I was kind of shrinking up. I was thinking too much about what other people would think of me, and I wasn't being my true self. I was not putting myself out there like I actually normally would do. And I recognize that I can't build others' confidence or say I want to build others' confidence if I'm not building my own. So I had to face my unwillingness and be uncomfortable, because I knew that my confidence was hiding on the other side of my comfort zone, and I had to go over there and get it. And then Monday came, and we had Nikki and Heidi's great training, so much good inspiration, so many fabulous ideas. Thank you, Nikki. They were just like sparks going off in my head as I was listening, and the stories that they both told at the end of the night just really touched me, and it really built on the things I'd been thinking about. And so I'm like, okay, I need to do something with this. You know, I thought about it. I realized some things. What am I going to do about it? So what did I do after Engage to Elevate, which, by the way, you guys, ends at 9:30 my time. So it's 9:30 at night on Monday night, and I'm like, I can't waste another minute. What am I going to do? So I did two things. I found a coffee connection group that was meeting the next morning, Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, a networking group, and I signed myself up to go to that. And I came up with, and I spun off of one of Nikki's ideas, and I reached out to, I think it was 8 of my current customers that I love, some of my VIPs, and I said, hey, what's your favorite product? And they answered me, and I said, great, how about you post a selfie with you and that product and tag me, and you can have it at half price. So they did. They've been doing that, and they're doing that this week. And the reason I did that was then all the people who commented and liked their posts are people that I can have as new leads to follow up with. And they were great with that. And of course, that's exciting for me. So I'm only partway through the first person, and I'll tell you about the numbers in a minute. But the other thing that I did really two things that came from what Nikki talked about. I prayed and I practiced. So I prayed for God to give me some idea of how to get my confidence back and how to stop being so timid. And words came to me, and based on what Nikki had to say, and I practiced saying them out loud. And this is how I introduced myself at the networking coffee to a small group. It wasn't big. It was like 8 or 9 people of women that I didn't know. I said, my name is Trisha Bless, and I always say, yep, bless like bless you, because it makes people laugh. You know, letting people have a little chuckle or it helps make things a little more comfortable. So I said, you know, that's my name. I'm a skincare and makeup solutions specialist with Mary Kay. I'm not super passionate about makeup, but I am passionate about empowering women, business owners, to teach skincare and makeup. I'm about building confidence. That's how I introduced myself. And it made me feel confident just to say that. And so then they were all asking me questions, and we were chatting and, you know, sharing their thoughts about Mary Kay. Good things, nothing negative. And then I asked all the ladies at the networking coffee, because they were all business owners too, and I said, what should I be listening for in my conversations with people that would trigger me to connect you to her, whoever I'm talking to? And they all gave me great suggestions about who their target market was. And we just had really good conversations. So they knew, you know, who to listen to for me, and I knew who to listen to for them. So since having all of these realizations and learning from Nikki and Heidi on Monday night, I have gotten 44 new leads so far. And I haven't even counted a pile of them because I haven't gotten to their posts on Facebook yet. I actually booked one of them already now. I've had some great conversations with some other ones. And you guys, I just want to encourage you, don't think anymore. You've been trained by brilliant trainers. You've heard fantastic words of wisdom. You've thought about it. You've probably commented about it. You've written your book about it. Okay, you've done all the processing you need to do at this point. You need to pick something and take action, because there's only 2 things that you can control in this business: your attitude and your activity. So choose to have a good attitude about, you know, doing what you're supposed to do and not being married to the results like Holly talked about. And then take those great ideas we got, pick something and get into action. I know you can do it too. 62 leads in a week is not hard, you guys. Getting new leads all the time isn't an event, it's a habit. You can do it. I can't wait to hear about all your exciting adventures. I believe in you.